and welcome to this edition of Beauty Boss Choice. So, if you are struggling to get better attendance on your live events in your Facebook group, then this video is for you. So, on today's edition of Beauty Boss Choice, which is where I have you vote on the trainings that you want to see in this group, today, you all voted that you wanted some strategies for getting more people on your live events. So I'm sharing my amazingly effective strategy for getting lots of people on my live events. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Brittany Ash. I'm your go-to virtual business strategist. I specialize in empowering beauty bosses in the direct sales industry. And I'm also the proud founder of the Pink Beauty Boss app. I've had the privilege of helping thousands of beauty bosses just like you learn how to work less and achieve more through virtual strategies and social media marketing. Because let's face it, your business should fit your life and not the other way around. Am I right? It's time to start living the life you're hustling for. So if you agree with me, give me an emoji in the comments, and also tell me where you are tuning in from. Hi, Pup Pup. Hi from Georgia. Awesome. We got emojis in the comments. And you guys, there's a link. If you're watching on Facebook, there's a link that says give StreamYard permission to show your name. So if you have not given StreamYard permission, it's just going to say Facebook user. But if you click on that link at the top, we'll actually see who these comments are from. So we'd love to know rather than just Facebook user. So before we jump in real quick, I would love to know from you. We are talking about Facebook live events in your Facebook group. And I would love to know from you, what do you think I'm going to share with you today? What do you think is the secret to getting better attendance, a better turnout on your live events? Will you put that in the comments? And I just realized I forgot a little part of my strategy here. So I'm going to do it right here, and I'm going to show you what I forgot to get people onto this live event. I'm actually going to show you the process I went through to get, right now we have 19 people watching this live event. How many of you would love to have 19 people watching a skincare class or a color appointment party or watching a business opportunity live event? How many of you would love to have 19 people watching? So if you'd love to have 19 people watching, I'm going to show you how I got 19 people on today and counting. But first, let me do this real quick, and I will show you what I forgot. And some of you are going to get that message right now. So hold on one second. Sit tight. And so I'm teaching you today a 5-part strategy. There are 5 steps that I do to get people onto my events. Now we're down to 18. It's because I'm taking some time here to do something. So you do want to keep people engaged. Hey, girl. All right, that's all I'm doing. We're going to send separately. Boom. Okay. So I'm sending out messages. Those were confirmation messages. So I want to know how many of you, all right, so did we have any guesses in here? So I see, yes, please. I would love to have 19 people on. Yes, I would love that. Awesome. So, hi from Ohio. Oh, I see lots of people coming in. Illinois. I'm in Illinois. Awesome. I'm so excited. Okay. Are you ready? I'm going to give you my 5-step strategy for getting more people on your live events, and it's going to blow your mind. Okay. I hope you have pen and paper. I hope you have a notebook out because I'm going to give you a lot of notes and you're going to want to remember every single part here. Okay. So here we go. Step 1 is post a poll. Step 1 is post a poll. How many of you have seen my Beauty Boss Choice polls that I've been posting? So it actually doesn't even have to be a poll. It could be a post to find out who's interested. So I recommend, and this is not an original idea. I got this idea from actually like another one of my students in one of my courses. And she says that she's been doing this in her Facebook group and it was just blowing up her attendance. So she's been doing a choice poll where every week she gives 3 options of a live event that they want to learn about, some tip that they want to learn about. So I did that on Monday. So I'm going to share my screen here so that way you all can see the post. Oh, all right. And I put it actually in my featured post here. So this is our Facebook group. Okay. So you may have seen this post. I post these on Monday now. And you can see everybody voted. They want to learn more about getting more people on your Facebook group live events. All right. So you could create a post like this every single week. And what my student said, what she said she's doing to come up with these polls is she just Googles magazine headlines for makeup and skincare. And she gets a ton of ideas. Okay. One of them was like how to not suck at makeup. And it like got a ton of votes. So I don't care how many people are in your Facebook group. I don't care if you have 50 or if you have 4,000 like we do. Post a poll. Give 3 different options because here's the deal. And this is where it takes a mindset shift. And you're going to hear me talking about this a lot when I talk about Facebook groups. This is a shift that you have to make in your Facebook group. Your Facebook group is not about you. Your Facebook group should be about your community and what they want. So let your community drive your content. So rather than just saying, we're doing a skincare class, we're doing a makeup class, we're doing this, ask your community, what do they want? And what do they want this week? Okay. So step 1 is to create a poll and to ask your community what they want. Okay. Step 2 is to create your live, schedule your live video or your live event. So once you find out what everybody wants, then schedule a live event. And I use StreamYard. Okay. And actually, I've got a link here in the post where you can actually sign up for StreamYard. You can totally do this with a free account. And your StreamYard will then stream into your Facebook group. But here's what else it's going to do. First of all, I love StreamYard because it's so much easier to use than to actually go live directly in Facebook. You have to mess with things called like stream keys and it's so techy on Facebook. Personally, I think it's just not user-friendly unless they've changed it. But I've been using StreamYard for years now. I don't even go into Facebook anymore, but I use StreamYard. And so when I go onto StreamYard, what I can do is I can schedule events. So let me show you. Maybe I'll be able to pull up my StreamYard, but it might be because I'm using it right now. So let me show you this right here. So I schedule my event in StreamYard. See, I'm going live right now. So I create an event and I schedule it. This one I'm scheduling to stream into my Beauty Boss community and onto my YouTube. Okay. So I schedule these out. And when it schedules it, it actually creates an event for me. So I've got an event here. And if you click on the event, that's where you'll see me going live there. Okay. So it creates that event. Okay. So step 1 is post a poll. Step 2 is to create an event in StreamYard based on what your audience wants that week. Okay. Now here's where it gets good. Okay. So what you want to do now is you want to get people on. Okay. You've created the event. You know what they want. And you want to get them on. So I'm going to use what's called the ATM method. Add, tag, message. This is the key to all of your Facebook group success. You're going to hear me say ATM over and over and over again. Add, tag, message. By the way, that's what you want to do with new members into your group. We're not talking about that today. Today, we're talking about live events and how you ATM a live event. So I want to know, now we've got 23 people on. So out of the 23 people who are watching live right now, I want you to tell me if you were one of the people I ATM'd. So tell me in the comments if I ATM'd you. So here's what ATM is. So first, we're going to add. The first step is add. And by the way, to remember ATM, it's your ATM machine. Like you ATM your Facebook group, it's going to be like an ATM machine. You're going to be able to make a lot of cash. Okay. You're going to get a lot more results from your Facebook group efforts. So it's really going to help you. Okay. ATM. Okay. Add, tag, message. So the first thing I do is I'm going to add. Okay. And I'm going to add people to my Facebook group event. And we do that through clicking the invite button. Okay. So I'm going into my Facebook group. I'm clicking on the event. and I'm going to invite people. Now, who am I going to invite? I'm going to invite the people who voted on my poll. So I'm going to go click here, and I'm going to see more. And I'm going to click on that arrow next to where it says 78%. All these people voted that they want this as our event. So I went through here, and the 27 people I invited were all people who voted on that poll. So I go through invite, and then I go and I look through these people and I start inviting them. So, for example, like, all right, so, and you're going to see they're already invited, but Angela Williams. So I'm going to click her. Melissa. All right. So Melissa and Angela, if you're watching, you're going to get invited again. So I'm going to send invites to you. Okay. So that's add. Okay. Add is inviting. Next is tag. So when you go into your community, when StreamYard makes creates an event for you, it's also going to create a post that looks like this. All right. Did you all see this post in here? It looks just like this, and it announces the event that we've got going on. So what I then did is all those 27 people who voted, they wanted this event, I tagged them in this post. Let me know in the comments if you saw the tag notification. What tag does is it's going to give a notification to each one of these people that says, Brittany tagged you in a post in the Beauty Boss community. So they're going to get notified. Not only are they going to get an invite, they're going to get notified in their tags. Okay. And then the final piece of the puzzle is I message them. So when you message them, what you can do is you do message friends. All right. And you select all these people. Sorry, people, if you're going to get a message again. All right. And actually, let me just tell you what I did. Here's, you guys want my script, what I said? So where is Judy? So Judy. Okay. So I said, hey, Judy, guess what? The topic you voted for in our Beauty Boss Facebook group won this week. And I wanted to personally invite you to our live training happening tomorrow. We'll be covering the topic, how to get more people on your Facebook group. I've already sent you an invite in the group and tagged you in a post in it, but I didn't want you to miss out on this one. And don't stress if you can't make it live. We'll have a replay ready for you to catch up whenever suits you. So are you in? Let me know by RSVPing on the event. And then it attaches the event here for them to click right on it. So how did I send out that message? How did I send that out? So what I did is I did message friends, and I picked, all right, Angela, you're going to get another message from me because you're the top person on that list. And where's Angela? All right, so Angela, I hope you don't mind that I'm using you as an example. So rather than having to go through each person, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this message. So whoever you check, I could check all of you. And then you're going to select send separately. So it doesn't create a group message. It's going to send them all individually. And actually I'd say, hey girl, or whatever you want to greet people, or hey beauty boss, whatever. You can do send separately. That way I actually sent to each person individually. And then I realized I could have done this. So, and I like this so much better because it gives them a direct link to the event. So that's message, add tag message to send them a private message to invite them just in case they didn't see your invite or your tag, right? So you want to personally invite them. And it's super easy to just say, hey, I don't know if you saw it, but I invited you to this group, or I invited you to this event, and I tagged you in a post. You voted on it, and I just want to let you know that that's what we're doing this week. That's really what you're saying, okay? Now, the step I forgot is 10 minutes before the event, you've got to coach and remind them, okay? So what I ended up doing real quickly here is I messaged everybody a we're starting now post, okay? And this is what it looked like. So it said, hey girl, we're starting now. And it gives that link there. And so Tajane got this one here. So that is step 4, is to coach and remind them. And I missed that step, but you want to do it 10 minutes before. And actually after I sent that, we got like 4 more people jumping on. And then after the event is done, the last thing you want to do is you want to message all those people again the same way. And you want to send a follow-up message. So you could say something like, hey girl, today's training was amazing. If you didn't catch it live, here's a link to the replay. And you want to also give a reminder of the call to action. So if your call to action is like, we are offering, we have this feedback survey. Anybody who fills this out gets entered in drawing for $100. So that would be like your closing form. Or if you're like, we have amazing specials going on right now, make sure you watch till the very end and let me know what you're interested in. I'll follow up with you later. So you always want to have a call to action. So in your follow-up, you want to have the replay and the call to action. Why do you want to show the replay? You guys, like, we've got to stop insisting that people show up live. You are missing a lot of people if you are just requiring them to show up live. You're leaving a lot of money on the table if you are not giving them a replay. How many of you watch my replays and not my lives? Like, how many of you now, I know I'm like speaking to people in the future, are watching this and it's a replay? Tell me, right? Replay in the comments if you're watching the replay, because that honestly, you guys, like 75% will watch the replay, will not watch the live event. And that is totally okay. You just have to make sure you're following up with them. So you always want to send the replay and you always want to send a call to action. So I'm going to go into the comments in a minute and answer any questions that you might have about this. But I want to let you know my call to action is, if you loved this strategy and you're like, okay, I love this. Give me the scripts. Tell me exactly how to do this. What are the templates for creating an event on StreamYard? How do I do this? I'm going to teach all of that in our brand new Facebook group course that is launching here this fall. So I'm working on it now. We're putting it together. It's been in testing all summer. People are getting amazing results with it. So we're going to have that available for you this fall. So if you want to be notified, okay, if you want me to let you know when that course is ready and when it is launched, then here's what you need to do. You need to text me a keyword, okay? F as in Facebook, FB as in book, FB notify, all one word, FB NOTIFY, to my project broadcast number, which is 614-515-5755. I've got it scrolling across the bottom here if you're watching and not just listening. It's 614-515-5755. And that's you telling me, Brittany, put me on the list. I want to be notified when the Facebook group course is available. Okay. So if you're like, I want to dive deeper in this, I want the scripts, I want the templates, I want the exact recipe for doing this, then you definitely want to check out that course, because I'm going to be covering all of that in depth. So now I want to know, do you have any questions for me? Do you have any questions for me? So I'm going to scroll through here. So I love seeing who got ATM'd. I love all these people. ATM. Yeah. And that's how you got on this call, right? Yes. I saw a tag post. I did see a notification. So I love that. This person said 90% of the time I can only do a replay. It's so true. So many people can only do a replay. So I love that. And hold on, let me go down here. I see there's other things. Okay. You guys, do not put Facebook notify. Do not put FB notify in the comments. Please text me at FB notify. Please don't put it in the comments. Text it to me so you're added to the list. Okay. That will automatically, it's an automation. It's a keyword. You've got to text it to me. 614-515-5755 if you're in the US. If you're not in the US, I don't know, send me a message on Messenger and I'll add it to you. So, okay, there we go. So tell me, was this, first of all, any questions, put them in there. I'm going to answer these in a minute. If you don't have a question, I want to know, what was your biggest takeaway with this? Like, was this something that's going to help you? Is this something you're going to implement? What was your biggest takeaway from this training? So let me see. I'm going to scroll up here. So someone said, does anyone have a problem when you schedule Facebook events through StreamYard that they don't cast? I've never had that problem, Jamie. I've never had an issue with StreamYard. If it's ever been an issue, it's been user error on my part where I forgot to click live. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure which issue you've had. If you want to clarify a little bit more on there, then let me know. Okay, let me see. Yes, And Jamie said, I appreciate how Britt messaged me about this event because I would have never seen it organically. That's right. We can't rely on Facebook's algorithm. You have to be your own algorithm, and that is ATM. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, is this a part of the courses I already do? No, this is a brand new course that we are launching, but it will be part of the Beauty Boss membership. So we are actually making over the entire Beauty Boss membership. So this is going to replace the Insta Launch Challenge. Okay, this is going to be our new introductory course. It's going to be our Facebook group course. And we are doing that because we believe it is going to be way more effective for you. You're going to see faster results, and it's so much easier than Instagram. We're still going to have Instagram courses. We'll still have things available to you and resources, but this is going to be your bread and butter. And we would not be replacing that course if this wasn't a more effective strategy for you. So just so you know, that's what we're looking at here. Okay. So I'm going to start doing my events like this. I love that. Do you have a refresher on how to do a poll in Facebook? I can show you how to do that. Sure. Let's head to Facebook right now. It's super easy. Okay. So all you're going to do, we're going to go in the discussion. There we go. And I'm going to write something. And I'm going to write vote on this week's Beauty Boss Choice. Doesn't matter. You'll write something better. And then, I'm sorry. So then you're going to click the three dots down here. And you're going to click poll. Okay. And then you're going to create your options. So something like how not to suck at makeup. Skincare secrets to prevent breakouts. Okay, and this one could be how to cover pesky under eye circles. I don't know. All right. So then what I would do is in the settings here, I would uncheck both of these, allow people to choose multiple answers, and allow anyone to add options. This forces everybody to only vote for one and not to add their own options. Okay, so this is so that they have to choose one of the three. Why don't you want them to add their own option? Because you guys, like, I usually have stuff like I know what I'm going to say on those three options that I give you. So I want you to pick from something that I already have kind of hashed out. I already have outlined out, and I already know what I'm going to say. This is how you control the narrative just a little bit, but you give your community the option to vote on it. So, so hopefully, and then you'll just click post and it will show up right as that, Joanne. Okay, so a couple questions. So Jamie said, when I pre-schedule my StreamYards, I click live, and then after a few seconds, it says that StreamYard lost connection with my Facebook group. Happens all the time. I'm guessing that's a connection issue. It's probably a Wi-Fi issue. So I would reach out to StreamYard on that one. I've never had an issue with that. And if there's been anything like that, it's always been my own Wi-Fi. Yeah, so I don't know. Sorry, girl. I would say reach out to StreamYard and see how they can fix it. Is that option the same on the Facebook mobile app? You guys, I recommend anytime you are creating content in your Facebook group, unless it's like a quick thing that you want, like a text post with that background, that you always do things on your computer. But I don't know. But let's find out. Let me go to my phone here and let's see. Let's see if we can add those options. All right, let's see. I'm going to go to my groups. I'm going to create a poll. Let me see, poll. Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me show you. Yes, I do have those options on my phone. See? So you're just going to uncheck those toggles when you go to your options. So yes, you can do those options on your phone. But again, like I'm like a typer. I do not like doing this. I hate doing this. So I like to type. So I highly recommend you do stuff on your computer versus your phone. But that's just my 2 cents there. So any other questions about this strategy? Again, I'll give you scripts and templates in that Facebook group course. We're really like, this is there's a reason we're calling it the game changer, okay? Because you're going to see this is going to totally change the game for you. So I would love to know if you do use this strategy this week, okay? Oh, let me go over that again. Step 1, create a poll. All right, with choices for training options, okay, for live event options. 2, depending on what option they pick, schedule your training through StreamYard so it creates an event. Step 3, ATM, add, tag, message. So you're going to invite people to the event, you're going to tag them in the post in your group, and then you're going to private message, ATM. Then you're going to, so that's step 3. Step 4, you're going to remind them 10 minutes before. And step 5, you're going to follow up with them by sending them the replay and a call to action. So we got one more question from Jamie, and it's a good one. What if nobody responds to your poll? If nobody responds to your poll, you pick one and you tag people in you choose the people in your Facebook group who you think would be interested. And that would be just a different script. That might be just something like, hey, I tagged you in this because I thought you'd be really interested in this event. I wouldn't do a tag at everyone. Those kind of seem to be like white noise now to people because everyone's doing it all the time. I would pick specific people, and I would say probably 10% of your group. If no one's responding to your poll, it's most likely you have too small of a group. So let's say you've got 50 people in your group. Then I would tag probably at least 10. Okay. So like 20% of your group. So if you have 50, choose 10 people, 10 key people, and tag them and do your ATM with them. And you're just going to modify your script. You're going to just say, instead of saying, I saw you responded to my poll, then instead you could say, I thought this would interest you. So I'd love for you to join me. So that's how you're just going to modify that a little bit. So that's a really good question. But I would do that to start getting things going. And probably, so here's the feedback I've heard from people who've used this in smaller groups. Okay. We've got 4,000 people in our group. We have a very active community. So the minute I put one of these polls out, you guys were like, yes, I want this. Okay. But okay, we have 4,000 people and we have a very active community. Okay. If you don't have that, if you have, say, 300 people, or if you have, say, 50 people or whatever it is, and maybe your Facebook group feels kind of dead right now, then it's going to take a few weeks to get this going. Does that make sense? Like, it's going to take some time for people to start participating in it. So just give yourself some grace, give your community some grace and some patience there in getting this going. So if it doesn't work on that first week, just keep trying, and you're going to see they're going to start getting excited every time they see those polls, because they get to vote on the next event. So, okay, that was my alarm. I got to get Ollie off the bus. Okay. So you guys, if you keep the comments coming, if you have more that you want to add here, if you've used this strategy before, we'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments, and just tag me so that it alerts me that you are, have a question for me. And don't forget to text FB Notify to 614-515-5755. Text it to my project broadcast so you get added to that list to be notified. All right. Oh, there's the bus. All right. I got to go. You guys have a great week. Another poll comes out Monday for you guys to vote on. So watch for that. I'll see you next time.